Okay, everybody, I don't know if you caught all this, so I'm just going to review. Hopefully, it did record it all. Hopefully, I've been twisting away like crazy here, and the thing said I wasn't broadcasting live, and I've been going for like 12 minutes live. Sorry about that. I don't know what took place, but okay. So let's go back to the watch page. Everything says it's running. Um, Again, to the right or to the bottom of the screen, that's where you would click to communicate with us. Um, I've already created the the leg part, the body part, and the tail part of the design. Um, and the video, it has a delay, so if you want, just click the little red button next to the live, and you'll jump to the front of the video. Um, Okay, so we were creating the head of our Pokemon. Um, it was hand, open hand size bubble, ear twist, open hand size bubble, ear twist. Now we're just adding extra bubbles to it. As you can see, I got my third one, and I'm actually creating a fourth one right now. Okay, so this is where his mouth is. This will be where his eyes set. Um, Okay. Now, as for this bubble right here, this piece right here, we're just going to stretch it over the top. Little man is running around and having fun today. Um, he'll chime in every now and then. We'll be here approximately for another 45 minutes. Um, in order to create the eyes for this design, it was a little different than most of my designs. Let's see if we can. We got a black one. You don't want your eyes to be bigger than your design. So if your balloon is majorly big, then they'll stick out like crazy. Okay. So we're just gonna do that. Um, Now you just take your little 5-inch round balloon and you split it right down the middle. Okay. You take a 260 balloon, and basically all you want to do is you want to wrap it around the black bubble, and this gives the bridge of the nose effect that we had going on. Okay, as you can see, I don't really have a lot to this design, um, but very effective when used right. Okay. Okay, as we don't want the back of his head to look like round bubbles where they're coming through, that's why we only create that little one section piece. Um, and we're just going to tie it on. Um, okay, so basically we're just going to take our eyeballs and we're going to put them on top of our head and just pull it down nice and tight. Because, like I said, you want it to attach to your your body. And that's just wrapping around the two ear twists at the neck. You can give him a little neck bubble if you want. I feel that you don't really have to give him the neck bubble. You just let it set there on top. If you want, before you do what I just did, make a little small bubble and insert it. Okay, now in order to create over the top of his head, we just position how we want his head to look. Oop. Okay, so we're going to come around the back side of the eyes, and then we're going to come around the back side of his eyes, and that should be just about right on how much bubble you have left. again, you just position your ear twists however you want them to be. I usually have my ears facing like he's listening or whatever. See all the scraps? You gotta move those in order to get a good look. So I tuck them inside the actual design. That way they don't interfere. Okay, so we're gonna show you the back of his head. It's bubble, 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 and bubble. But as you can see, we got bigger and bigger as we got to the back of his head. Again, we're on the front of his head. We got his eyes, and you just position those however you want. You can tuck them in, or you can pull them out. Okay, now as for the mouth, on the other one I used I think a blush balloon for his mouth. You can use any color tongue you want. It's not a biggie. You can use a heart-shaped balloon. You can use a round balloon. Basically, you just want a small, like closed hand-sized bubble. If you're using a heart, the best way to do this is to grab one of the heart ends and twist it so that it's you got only one of the upper heart pieces, and then you just tie it off so that it doesn't unfold and become a heart again. Then it's as simple as tucking it in. If you don't want it to come free of your design, you can wrap it around any part of his body, inside his head, wherever you want, and just attach it so that it won't come free if you're giving it to kids and stuff. I find I always like to keep it so that the design stays together, so that the kids don't lose a piece and then they're like, "Mommy, Mommy, I need it fixed." Or Dad. Like I said, I have kids and I hear the same thing. Okay, with his arms were just a simple single arms, except for the hands were made with a different color. Wow, that hurt. So we're just gonna go hand-sized bubble followed by the ear twist. The one that's in the video or in the picture didn't have the elbows. You don't have to have elbows if you don't want elbows for your design. And then again, we're just wrapping it right between, and that is wrap it in between. For all you beginners out there, you're basically you're spinning the balloon as you go around. Spin it all the way around till you come back out the other side. Okay, now we take our hand up to our design, go hand-sized bubble, ear twist, twist, turn, hand-sized bubble, and if you just wanted to keep using the same color, you just would make your hand with that bubble. But as we're changing out the color for our hands and feet, we're gonna snap that off. You can use any color you choose for your hands and feet. This design actually was in blush, so we'll go back with the blush. I had pulled it out, but I got ahead of myself. Okay, so we got our blush balloon, and we got our semi beat up Pokemon at the moment. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, as you can see, I'm not blowing it up a lot because I got to make quite a few twists in order to make this work. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go small bubble, ear twist, small bubble, ear twist, and then we're going to make this one into an ear twist. The reason that I wait for this one to be an ear twist last is because if you try and make an ear twist here, then an ear twist, then an ear twist, what happens is this one is not as tight as the rest. So once you've created that first ear twist, you can create this one for the nozzle ear twist, and it'll be as tight as possible because the balloon won't like move and twist away from the ear twist. So as you can see, we have our little hand piece, and we got to create another 3 of these. So that, as you can see, that's why I didn't blow this balloon up all that much. Um, Less than half a balloon when doing multiple twists. Tie it off. Okay, then you just tie it onto your hand. Okay, and then you just gotta position it so that it looks like they're either in a claw outward, claw upward, whatever positions, as you can see. We got 3 fingers on our design. You can actually get 5 fingers if you're that enthusiastic about it. What you do is you create 2, give a little gapping space. So basically, you'd want to make a little stretchy piece. Then you create 2, and then you just wrap those 4 together, and then you put your thumb piece, which you can either make another ear twist or uh, uh, um, or just an actual like small bubble that gives a like thumb effect to it. So with that stretchy piece, you can actually twist it out as like the fingers on the hand, where it's like a cross versus all crushed up and looks like a circle. Okay. Um, so again, we're gonna go small bubble followed by ear twist, followed by an ear twist, followed by the nozzle ear twist, okay, so there's a second bubble, and you can see I'm grabbing links, so I have to like squeeze some of the air out and tie it off. I'll probably have to get another balloon. Okay. Again, depending on how big you make your ear twist bubbles, will depend on if you can get all 4 out of one balloon or if you're only going to get 3 like me. I make mine a little bigger than most because I just want them to stand out on the designs. You know, I like uniformity, and I try to get them all about the same size. Uh, Again, just take your last ear twist bubble, twist it in there, and again, ouch. Okay, so now I got 3, and again, if you have to, cut off extras so they're not sticking out of your design. But like I said, it's really a personal choice if you cut your designs up or if you just give it to them the way it is. Okay. Catch our foot. Okay. With your foot, you can do one of 2 things. If you're gonna have him stand, you can put it straight down on the bottom. If you're gonna have him sit, you put it out on the end. So standing, that way he can have it like a ball of a foot. Or you can put another ear twist in there and make it lean forward and have him standing at the same time. But it really comes down to you. Again, I need another balloon. Ooh. Yeah, as you can see, my balloon tote has been totally destroyed again. When I do balloons around anybody's kids or my own kids, we all like to grab and play in the balloons. Because I don't wear my balloons around my waist, it gives them plenty of access to the tote to learn how to twist balloons. And kind of it helps in a way that they do that, because while they're playing, I have plenty of time to make nice creative designs. But again, like I said, I just have to go back through and pull out all the ones that someone may have been spitting on, or have already blown up with my balloon pumps. Also, you got to maintain the kids so they're not choking on your balloons and stuff like that. So always keep an eye on what the kids are doing. Again, I don't carry markers because, like I said, they love to play inside my balloon tote. And then they like to draw all over people's homes and all over themselves and each other. So I don't carry markers. I try and do faces and stuff like this, so there's no need for a marker. Okay. With that said, we've got our last balloon attached to our Charmander or whatever he was. And then we just rotate him so that he's setting. And then when you just set him down, he sets on his own. And he doesn't fall over or anything. He just right there, boom. But like I said, the interesting part about this one was how the head was done. It was just a little pedal twist with the eyes inserted between it. A loose bubble across the top, a semi-loose bubble middle, the 4-bubble head with the 2 ear twists for the ear base. The body is the same design. The legs, just a little one-up on it is we made him muscular to make it look like he's got power. And like I said, if you want, you can turn his legs back to where the notch, where the bubble sets in there, and it actually will keep your legs so that they're in a down motion type thing. And kids love it. Again, with your tail, you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it longer, shorter, and if you do it right, when you stand him, if your legs are even, like I said, my leg is not semi-even, so he's having standing issues. Okay, as you can see, he's standing on his own. But again, depending on how long his tail is, you can make a monkey tail if you wanted, and that would make him stand really straight up. Or like I said, make it short like I did, and he stands at a semi-length. But at least when a kid sets him down on a table, he still looks good, and that's the whole point, is that he looks good. So this is our little Pokemon. I did him from a picture originally. Someone brought me a Pokemon book and said, could I do this? And I was like, okay. I don't mind creating stuff that I've never created before, because it's always fun to see what it comes up with. So there's that one. My next one that I'm going to do, as you can see, little man's just still off running around, so he's not playing. We're going to do this bow and arrow. This is a very popular one because the bow and arrow, it actually flies per se. If you wanted to, you could put something in the arrow so that it was like in the nose, so when you let it fly, it actually went a little further. Simple design. The object of this one is not to get too carried away with the size of it. So since you can already see this one has a bow in it, we want to go the opposite direction. Okay, so we're going to go approximately, let's start here at the top. We're going to put an ear twist up here, followed by an ear twist. Once again, do it the opposite direction. Ear bubble, ear twist, and then back to the ear. Ah! You gotta love those bubbles. Yeah, if you don't do it right, it causes issues. Okay, so since we haven't done the bow and arrow in any of my balloons creation sets. We're gonna make a bow and arrow. Okay, so make your bubble like we did in the other one. Do your ear twist. You can do it this way. This is called a double ear twist. Bubble, bubble, lock twist, and then followed over. You pull the nozzle up between it, and then spin the two by pulling out on them. Double bubble ear twist, or double ear twist, or whatever they call it. Position your bubbles so that they're kind of like pointing up, like a set of lips side by side. Okay. Now, the length of your bow, you don't really want it all that long. So about 2 semi-opened hands, and here. The longer the bow is, the less effective it is, because you got to stretch another balloon between it, and that just doesn't work all the time. Okay, so on the other end, we're putting an ear twist. Next piece, we're putting an ear twist. Okay. Hey, Boo Boo. I see you got candy. You've been in the room again. Keep your extra piece of your balloon, because you're going to use that for your arrow. You can do it multiple different ways. You can put, like, your arrow has a nipple on it or whatever. So now we got what looks like a doggy bone. So basically, it's just a bone with the ear twist on the ends, like a regular skeleton bone. And I've done skeletons where I've done this, where I take one and then stack it, make it look like they got joints and stuff. That's pretty cool when it comes out. You can make feet and stuff. You got your one bone and your one bone and your one bone. It's pretty cool. Okay, so take that bubble. Usually use a different. Ah! You want a bubble? Before he. I don't think. No, it was the blush one that popped. It wasn't him. Here. You want a guy? You don't want a guy? You were going to hold on to the candy. Okay. Then I'll put the guy up there. Okay, I take another 260 balloon and just wrap it around one set of the ear twist on one end. Then I don't really want to bend this balloon per se. I do want, however, to have it semi-tight. So once it starts to pull over, you know, once it starts to pull over, the tighter you make it, the more it keeps pulling on that side of the balloon and deconforms your bow. So just tight enough so it's got a little gap to it, but not tight enough that it bends over, and I'll show you why. Come on. We've been playing with glue, and the scissors are all glued up. Okay. So now you want to line your bow piece between the ear twists so that it functions properly. And when you do this, you don't actually pull on the bow part. You pull on this and release quickly. The longer you hold on it, the more you bow the balloon over, and as you can see, the space gets bigger and bigger. So if you have that problem, just bend it back, and it only work so many times if they keep just pulling and pulling and pulling. Okay, with the arrow part, in order to get it to fly, 1, 2, ear twist. 1, 2, ear twist, and ear twist. Okay. Okay. Now with this part, I kind of try and make my arrow not too big, but maybe about as big as my bow in general. Okay. Okay. So this is what you would have. You would have ear twist, ear twist, ear twist, and just a semi-long balloon. Nothing much to it. then you would just take your balloon and you would put it like right here on these ear twists, and by simply pulling back and just letting go, voila. But like I said, the more you pull on your main balloon, the more it bends over and you get less play with it. So it just quick shove it on there, boom, like that, and it flies off. And depending on how you're holding it, sometimes when you do it, sometimes it flies really good, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on if it actually hits the other balloon as it shoots away. So by pulling back semi to the side and let it go, it flies really good. If the balloon hits, basically what it does is it hits the balloon and it does that and spins around. So the object is not to hit your main balloon with this balloon. Just pull it out to the side. See how that one happened? Okay. To the side. Whee. Kids love it. Not much of a design to it, but kids love it. Okay, so that's the bow and arrow. Again, we're looking for comments. If you want to communicate with us, you post them to the right or to the left of the screen. To the right or beneath the screen. Like I said, we are live and we have created Pokemon today. We've created the bow and arrow. What are you doing? You're down here. Oh, you're spitting. You're eating candy. As you can all see, he's eating candy and he's eating the wrapper. He's got wrapper everywhere. All you had to do was ask. Daddy would have opened it for you. Hey. Daddy's opening them. Here. Look, here. Look, Kenny. Candy. More candy. Here, Daddy. Daddy put them on the counter for you, okay? Everybody's favorite candy, Pez. I love the Pez dispensers. Sometimes filling them is not as fun, but I do love Pez. People say, oh, the candy's chalky. Well, I don't like chocolate. I like chalky candy. Okay, let's see. Let's make a female design. Let's do the Hello Kitty. I got someone saying Garfield. And I'm saying, no! Let's find my hearts.
What? Well.
Okay, where are you? Okay, as you can see, he's holding a 5-inch white. Sorry about the camera height. It keeps adjusting on its own or whatever. I'm trying to keep it to where he's in the camera, but just sometimes he's closer, sometimes he's back further, and the camera likes to move on its own. So bear with me. Okay, I think we just about got that. Okay, again, we got our little scrap piece of balloon. You're gonna need a scrap piece of balloon. Doesn't matter how big it is. It can be as small as that, or as big as this, or as big as this. Whatever you want to do. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our scrap balloon and we're gonna just tie a knot in it. Okay, we got one knot. Now we're going to just take our finger and roll it through, and we're going to create another knot, okay? And then we're going to take it and roll one more through, and we got another knot. So as you can see, by knotting and knotting and knotting, it got bigger and thicker. Okay, now you can cut away all the extra, or if you can get it to snap off, that's good too. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Because the least amount of scrap you have on it when you actually do this, the better it sticks. What are you doing, Boo-Boo? Okay, we just stuck our scrap piece of balloon into our heart. Oh man, we gotta use the pump. I like to blow balloons up by mouth, but currently I just can't do it. Okay, see our heart-shaped balloon? We're gonna pump it up until it's fully inflated, okay? And that's nice, and we just stretch it out a little bit, and then we're gonna actually let some of the air out, because when a heart gets too overinflated, you cannot twist onto it. So we want to bring it down just about to where, yeah, there you go, where you can just barely see the heart pieces, because once you make a twist in it, it will expand out the other heart side. Okay. So now we got our piece inside our balloon. We need legs, body, arms, and we already have our head. Okay, so let's create our legs. This is actually a quite simple leg design. You just take your hand, lay it on it, twist it, wrap it, come back, twist it, wrap it. Okay, boom. Whee! I do that at parties, and the kids love it. But the bad thing is I have to chase it afterwards, so that people don't swallow them. Sure, it's funny at the time, but sometimes it can be a pain depending on how far it flew. Okay, now we're doing the body. We changed the color. We're doing pink for our Hello Kitty. Again, here we go. Looking good, looking good. Open hand size bubble. What you doing down there? Doing? Doing. Okay. You okay? You okay? Okay. You lay your bubble down onto your double bubble ear twist combination. This is the body design by me. And then again, it's the same on the other side. Your double bubbles with your ear twist at the top. Pop it off. Tie it off. We're just going to insert our body design between our legs. You can do it a different way. You can create your body and then wrap your legs around it if you want. I just do it this way, I always have. So then you just go down here and make sure you got all your nozzles and everything and center them in your body. And then again, you take your 2 ear twists at the top, lock it together instead of doing a 4 bubble roll through, which takes forever to do because 90% of the time one of the bubbles gets popped. So by creating it this way, it always makes it a lot easier, faster. Your 2 ear twists can be as big as you want them to be. They don't have to be full-size neck bubbles or whatever. I use them for everything. We're going to take our head, shove our head on our body. And as you can see, this design is quite simple. And you're wondering why it's taking me so long is because I'm constantly talking about what I'm doing. I could actually have it done in like a minute and a half if I wanted to. Um, so it's a good one for line work. Nice, simple one. Also, if you use markers, you can draw in the face, but also remember to tell your the people who get it that they need to at least wait 5 minutes for the face to dry before playing with it. Um, some permanent markers do not dry, so make sure you test your markers before getting carried away. It does not come out of clothing. It takes like weeks for it to come off the skin. Takes forever to try and get it off of a wall. Okay, so with now that I got, I started with the small bubble. I went with the small pedal twist, then I went with an ear twist. Now I got my bubble on the end. Then I measure it compared to how big my body is, and I twist it right there at the double bubble ear twist combination, and we roll it through again. Roll it through. Okay, in order to keep my design copacetic with the other side, I match it up and just repeat the same steps I did before, just backwards. So that my last bubble is my first bubble. And break it off. Take and turn your hands. Okay, what's nice about this body design is you have more flexibility than a 3 or 4 bubble roll through, so that you can actually tuck your arms in without popping the bubbles. So that's kind of another reason why I like my body design. And as you can see, we have the bases of our Hello Kitty. The only thing missing now is her bow. So we're going to blow up another 260 balloon now. Now that we got our 260 balloon going. The bow is really, 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 really simple. Okay? Everybody's probably made a bow before. So we're going to go hand-sized bubble. This is a pedal twist, followed by a hand-sized bubble pedal twist, followed by an ear twist, followed by, thank God I didn't pop it. Then I squeeze it down a little bit. Then I bust it off a little ways down. That way I have that extra bit to tie it onto my balloon with. You can make it as big or as short as you want it to be. I just, like I said, I use it for mainly my tying on. Okay, now we're going to take our Hello Kitty. I don't know if you can see it in here. There's a little piece of scrap that I had rolling around in there. And basically you want to like tip it just right and get a hold of it. Once you get a hold of it, that little scrap piece, you just twist it around just like you would any other twist. That way you keep it from going back in. Okay, next you would take your balloon and you would wrap it around that piece you just pulled out. Then you want to wrap it around through your bow, and then leave all the scrap on the back side. Once you let go of the little twisted piece, you reposition her head, and voila, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, meow meow meow, meow meow meow. Okay, everybody. We're coming to the end of this live event, and I see that someone else finally joined us. I hope you are enjoying it, but I actually have to go to a doctor's appointment. We will try again for Wednesday of next week. Again, leave comments to the right, to the left, and I'm going to chat out and say hi in the sidebar. And like I said, I wish we could stay longer, but currently I have doctor's appointments. As I said, I'm getting all my teeth replaced from over time. I let them get away from me, and now they're just really bad. So um, you gonna say bye bye?
Bye.
You're gonna say bye bye. Again, this has been the Balloon Bandit Amusement with a Twist Orlando. We've been live for right at an hour, and we created the Hello Kitty. We created the Pokemon from my photo there by request from last week's video. We also created the bow. Again, I would love to run it longer, but I actually got to get going or I'm going to miss my appointment. You guys take care and catch us next week. We'll try and shoot again and hopefully get more people out. We are planning to do evening edition where more people might be on, or maybe a weekend edition. Chime in, let us know when you would like to participate, and we'll try and shoot for that time, okay? Take care. This has been the Balloon Bandit of Amusement with a Twist, and we're out of here, and that's Lance, and he's having way too much fun.